Jesus did. Brother Paul taught more about the Spirit than Jesus did. Paul taught more about Christ than Jesus did. He taught more about the Spirit than Jesus did. Now, from all I have just simply said, what do you observe? Just based on the statistics. What do you observe? In the Gospels, eyewitness. After he was gone, revelation. From the statistics, what do you observe? Revelation is higher than experience. Revelation is superior to experience. Just from the statistics. Just from the statistics. Paul uses the term Christ more than Jesus. More than those who documented his life. He uses the term Christ more than those who documented his life. And he used the term Jesus less than he used Christ. He used the term Jesus less than he used Christ. So if all Brother Paul taught was to explain Jesus from the Old Testament, that would be unveiling the mystery of the Old Testament. That will be revelation because Jesus is the revelation of the Old Testament. If all that Brother Paul taught, or all that Brother Paul taught was to explain Jesus from the Old Testament, that would be unveiling the mystery of the Old Testament. That will mean that Brother Paul taught revelation because Jesus is the revelation. But that will not be epignosis. That will not be epignosis because epignosis will be more precise and accurate. Epignosis will be more precise and accurate knowledge. So the work of the Spirit of truth is to point out, and listen carefully, the work of the Spirit of truth is not to point out Jesus only. The work of the Spirit of truth is not to point out Jesus only. The work of the Spirit of truth is to point out Christ and you. When he's come, he shall take that which is mine. He will show to you why. Where I am, there you may be also. So the work of the revelation of the Spirit of truth is to reveal Jesus and the believer. To reveal Jesus and the believer. So where do you find the Spirit of truth at most? The epistles. The Spirit of truth will be found at most in the epistles. The epistles are the revelation of the scriptures. So you have Paul writing to you, showing you Jesus. Just like Jesus did in Luke 24, 25 to 27. It will only be the Spirit of truth if there are prepositions. It will only be the Spirit of truth if there are prepositions. Please don't forget that. If he's writing to you and talking about Jesus, that will be unveiling Christ. Which Jesus did in Luke 24, 25 to 27. And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, he expounded unto them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. That's what Jesus did. All right. But the Spirit of truth will not do that. The Spirit of truth will take the things. He will take the things that are mine and he will show it to you. Remember, where I am, what is that? Identification. In that day, I will be in you and you in me. Spirit of truth. Are you catching this now? Spirit of truth. So if it's the Spirit of truth, he will not only reveal Jesus, but he will reveal Jesus and you by the application of what? The prepositions. By the application of the prepositions. That means revelation will need preposition. Revelation will need preposition. So that means our experiences and who we are is based on the prepositions. Our experiences and who we are is based on the prepositions. Brother Paul mentioned Christ 386 times. He mentioned Jesus 214 times. He used prepositions for Jesus 225 times, 225 times. He used prepositions for Jesus 225 times. And Brother Paul hardly taught Jesus alone. Hardly. That's why in the writings of Brother Paul, you will find prepositions like of, by, in, from, him, his, in him. I repeat, in the writings of Brother Paul, you will find prepositions like of, by, in, from, him, his, in him, in whom. Because the prepositions is what brings knowledge. Without the prepositions, you will be talking Christ Jesus. Finish. You will be talking Christ Jesus. With the prepositions, you are talking Christianity. With the prepositions, you are talking Christianity. Without prepositions, you will talk about the vine, but you will not mention the branches. Without the prepositions, you will talk about the vine, but you will not talk about the branches. Without the prepositions, you talk about where he is, without where we are. Without the prepositions, you will talk about where he is, without where we are. Because he said, where I am, there you may be also. That's the spirit of the New Testament. Identification. Without the prepositions, you will say, he is in the Father, and the Father is in him, without us. Without the prepositions, he is in the Father Father is in him, without us. But with the prepositions, he is in the Father is in him, and both of them are in us. So the prepositions explains our experience. The prepositions explains our experience. And the major general, the field marshal of prepositions, is Brother Paul. The major general, the field marshal of prepositions, is Brother Paul. John 16:13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak. And he will show you things to come. That means as a Bible student, you must pay attention to prepositions. Please, I beg of you. As a Bible student, you must pay attention to prepositions. What is the work of the Spirit of truth? He will guide you into all the truth.